Hey, it's PMR. I'm at the Texas State Fair today with the A7C II and the 20-70G lens. Let's get into it. I really came here to see Big Tex because he had a smoking problem not too long ago, which they repaired, and they put him back together, and it really looks cool. So Big Tex is like this huge guy in the middle of the fair that welcomes everybody when you come in this main gate. He did not disappoint, but he was backlit, and so I had to work around that. Sometimes when you're backlit and the light just isn't right, sometimes you just go to black and white. Here's a few pictures from what I shot today at the Texas State Fair in just 2 hours flat. So man, if you're ever around, come back and do it yourself. It's really a neat place. It's just so huge you can't even believe, like everything in Texas, right?
I did a video last year in Toronto where I used the A7C all day long doing street photography on College Street. I really loved the camera and then said that it was the best street photography camera I'd ever used. I now stand corrected. With a newer and larger 32 megapixel sensor, more dynamic range, and better in-body image stabilization, the new A7C II unseats the original in my book, and handily. Instead of going with a compact prime like I usually do, I chose the 20-70G instead with no regrets. I knew that Big Tex was going to be a spectacle, and he really was. Add to that he's 55 feet tall, and you might begin to see why having a super wide lens at the ready might be a must. People complain about the EVF not being as good in the A7C II as in the A7 IV, and they're right, it's not the same resolution. But even at 2360K dot, once you see the AF nail everything you start tracking AF on, you just trust and shoot. I've had absolutely no issues judging correct exposure, color, or sharpness on this body, and I've shot over 20,000 images with it already. Like Big Tex would say, yep, to me the reigning king of street photography is the new A7C II. And if you're a pixel peeper, there's always the A7CR.
I know the Texas State Fair is going to be big because everything in Texas is big, but I had no freaking idea how big it really was. My plan to come in and just shoot some pictures for a couple hours and then leave, wow, it was really flawed. You need a whole day here even just to put a dent in this place.